What's going on with y'all? Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. We here in the morning. Now, if you're on the Patreon, make sure you get to the Patreon. I got something for y'all over there. I did a special video for y'all last night. I would have did it sooner. I had to talk to my brother's show. Shout out to Showtime, man, On Point Sports. I had to holler at my brother's show. You know, shout out to him. So, the Seattle Storm are basically going into this season brand new everything, really. Jewel Lloyd isn't there anymore. The longest tenured Storm is Ezzy Magbegger, which is kind of interesting. Gabby Williams, of course, gave her sentiments. I got to go back and listen to that. This team is very, very, very interesting. This team could possibly get to the 6th seed, or they possibly could just be out of the playoffs, depending on how they play their cards right. Malunga is overseas. She will not be able to come over most likely until after the All-Star break. So you have Nneka Ogwumike. You also have Ezzy. You know what I'm saying? You got Ezzy. You got Ezzy and everything. Who's going to be in your middle as your 5. Now, this is what's going to be interesting. How are they going to do the guard position? You have Skylar Diggins-Smith. Well, excuse me. Skylar Diggins. She doesn't want to be referred to as the Smith. Some people are saying it might be Trouble at Home or Paradise. Some people saying it could be branding or whatever. Whatever it is, that's her business. I don't care. Skylar is coming into this season as the leader of the team. She has had a good career, but she has never been able to capture the big one. She tried to with Phoenix. They failed. I think they went to the championship. They lost to the Sky. And then I think they got beat the following year, either by Connecticut or somebody. I forgot. I got to look it up again. And her and Taurasi just went at it. They just went off the rails at each other. Taurasi got her removed from there. Her key card didn't work. She felt like she was done wrong. It's kind of similar to the situation with De'Erica and the Aces. It's kind of the same situation. Kinda. Not exactly the same, but it's kind of the same. Now, she's going into this season. She's saying all the right things. Everyone says all the right things for Media Day. That's why I don't even really do Media Day. I don't do Media Day at all because it's like, who cares? Because they're not even really telling you anything. They're just telling you to feel and stuff. Noelle Quinn is on the hot seat. If she can't get this team to the playoffs, or at least to do something, she's out of there. She's out of there. I would be surprised if she, I would be surprised, like wholeheartedly, if she still has a job after this season. If she still has a job this season. After this season. Because I don't know how good the Storm are going to be. The Storm, they brought in some rooks. They brought in some training camps. Do I see Zia Cook making the team? I could see her possibly making the team. Excuse me. I could possibly see her making the team. But it depends. I haven't heard or seen that much of Serena Sundell. Does she make the team? Sundell is a very, very good player. One of my concerns with Sundell was her consistency to score from 3 levels. She moves, very slow. Is at her pace, but it's really not at a high clip. She's mainly a facilitator. She scores second. So we'll see. I mean, I thought she could make this roster, but then I looked at it. You got Erica Wheeler, you got Cook, you got a couple other guards, you got Gabby Williams who plays the wing and the guard. So it's like, what are you gonna do? And last year, like Auntie says, shout out to Says Talk Sports. Make sure y'all go to Auntie page. It's very clunky. And what she meant by clunky is it's really not a lot of floor spacing. Like, you don't really have a lot of shooters. So Katie Lou Samuelson might make the team because they need some shooters. They don't really have a lot of shooters. Now, the team who's surprising me, who I think are surprise people, I think Phoenix, they brought Whitcomb down there from Seattle. They got Tamari Pondexter. They got some other pieces down there. Celeste Taylor just got off an injury, but I believe she'll make the team. We'll see. I'm not sure. Usually when a player is coming back from injury or they were injured, I don't know if they stay long on the team, depending on how much they like that player. But I don't believe they'll let Celeste Taylor go because she brings defense. She's a very tough defender, has size to her. So I would not let her out. Phoenix could low-key have a okay bench if they play their cards right. Now, Natasha Mack is going to come off the bench, like I told people. She's okay coming off the bench. She's not terrible. She's okay. She could get you she does the dirty work and everything. So we'll see how that goes, but Phoenix could be very interesting. I got Phoenix, I think, getting to the 5th seed. I just think they could be something interesting. The Dallas Wings, I think the Dallas Wings are going to be tough this year. Hines Allen. I forgot they had Hines Allen. Hines Allen could be a real big difference maker for that team. Her defense, her versatility is very key to the success of that Dallas team because she's going to move around. She's going to spread a little bit more. She's going to spread the defense a little bit more from being a near Big T. She'll be able to be what they call she'll be basically to be looked at. You won't leave her open. She'll cause them to have to pull out. Now, Dejanay, I believe, is going to play the wing. Enrique and Paige are going to be interesting because depending on how things are, I think they're going to allow Enrique to do what she does, and Paige is just going to play to whatever the game is dictating for her to play. That's what I was telling people last year about Paige. Everyone was like, oh, Paige isn't dropping all these points because she don't have to. Paige is a master of the game. When you master the game, you don't need to put up 30 points or 20-some points. You don't need to do that. For what? You don't have to do it. So I think people will realize that they'll be good. They'll be different. They'll be all right. Now the Chicago Sky, what I want to see from them as well on Friday is who Tyler Marsh has in his rotations. Who does he have coming first off the bench? Who does he have in starting lineup? Now, if Michaela shot, now Michaela, if you insert her into the starting lineup, you need her to score. You need her to get a rhythm going, because Michaela is a rhythm type of player. Angel's going to be playing a lot outside, sometimes at the elbows. They're going to want Angel to kind of spread the floor. They want her to get the rebounds on the defensive end. They're going to want her to push it like she did in Unrivaled. So she's going to be playing defense, running the floor. Vandersloot's going to basically be half court. I want to see how the half court works with Vandersloot and Miller. Ariel too. Want to see what Ariel does. Now, E-Will, of course, Michaela, Rachel, Mo, they're already on the team. Okay, and then you have Kia and I think Becca. Now, the last two are going to make it, most likely is going to be HVL and Maddie. Those are going to be your two. Everyone else might get let go. But we don't know. Anything can happen. Marsh will probably be like, I don't like how this is going. I'm going to move this person. So, I think this team wanted to put veterans out there more than rookies. But we'll see. The Atlanta Dream, I like Atlanta to do their thing, because I believe if you they're going to slow the pace down. They're going to slow the pace down, and they're going to force teams into a slow, drawn-out game. They're not going to be running and going up and down the court, because they really don't have to. You got two bigs, and you got a player that is an undersized 4, but they play like a wing, a 4, and they could guard 5s, because they're very strong, they're very versatile. Nas Hillman reminds me of Hines Allen a lot. That utility player that's just going to do whatever it takes to win. Undersized for what they play, but they can make things happen. They can make things happen. So we also going to see the Valkyrie is another weird team. Like, it's very weird on that team what they're going to do. I don't even know if Cheyenne even starts or gets a chance from watching the training camp films of theirs. Cheyenne's not getting a lot of burn, I believe. We'll see. But I could possibly see Kate Martin and, I'm not going to say Chin. I forgot who their point guard is. But that the lady Joyce, I believe she's at camp with them. She most likely going to play the 3. Kate going to be at the 2. Tip Hayes, I believe, is going to come off the bench. Unless she starts, unless they say, you know what, we just going to start you. Just to see what we got. And we can see it. I can see it. Golden State is going to, they're not going to win it all, but or make the playoffs. But they're going to be in tank mode, but they're going to at least go out there and try. You know? So, we'll see. Not sure. We'll see, though. We'll see what's going on. We'll see what's going on and everything. We'll see what's up. You know? The Aces, I think Harmony makes the team. I'm not sure, but I see Harmony making the team. Now, all the other rookies, I don't know. Because I don't know who's on guaranteed contracts and who's not. And that go for like every team. Like, I think everybody's just going to go into this season with what they got. And then as soon as free agency open, everybody just finna go after free agents. I don't even see a lot of these rookies sticking around. I could possibly see like Isaiah and them being cut, and they just go into the season with what they got. I could see players like that, you know, that are very good. They just landed in the wrong spot. And it's very unfortunate and it sucks. So, thank y'all for listening. I got more later. Oh, the Fever, everybody's favorite team, the Fever. The Fever really don't have a strong bench. And their team is old. I went back to look at their roster. Like, DeWanna Bonner's old. I think this is going to be a ball-dominant Caitlin Clark offense again, like I told y'all. I don't see her with the ball out of her hands. And she's still being allowed to get away with that push-off. I told you guys that that push-off, they're going to allow her to use that to get her shot off. They're going to allow her to do that to get her shot off. Now, when Enrique or somebody do it, they're going to call a foul. But the Fever, I don't know if they're third. The Fever might be fifth. After looking at their roster, I think the Mercury might give them some problems. We'll see though. They got a lot of offense. They're gonna have to outscore people. And I think it's gonna be heavy Caitlin and heavy Kelsey. I think Aaliyah Boston numbers dropped this year because I don't think she's going to be featured in the offense like that. She's going to be regulated to facilitating and rebounding and playing rim protection or playing defense. She'll score when need be. So she's not really going to be any option. I could see them going Kelsey Mitchell again, Caitlin, and then DeWanna. I can see that order. Natasha Howard. Got to see what Natasha Howard's going to bring to the table. Because Natasha Howard is a player who wants the ball in her hand. That's one of the reasons why she left Dallas. But you left Dallas and went to a team with even more ball-dominant players. You know what I'm saying? Kelsey could play without the ball. But DeWanna and Caitlin do well with the ball in their hands. Now, DeWanna can play without the ball. But Caitlin's going to be dominating the ball a lot. So we're going to see how that works. Not worried about the Aces. Connecticut Sun, they're going to be fun to watch, but they're not going to do much. They're not going to do much at all. But they're going to be fun to watch. They'll be fun to watch. So, LA Sparks. LA Sparks gonna be the same thing. they're going to outscore a lot of their teams they play. Their backcourt, I believe, is going to have Odyssey Sims and Kelsey Plum. It's going to be weird. It's going to be very weird. De'Erica Hamby, I believe, is of course pregnant. We saw that when she took a picture. So she's possibly not going to be there at the start of the season. So I could definitely see them going with Mercedes Russell. Azare, of course. They're gonna have Azare play a lot of 4. She gonna play a lot of 4 to me. Let me know in the comment section about your analysis of every W team. And let me know your pros, your cons, and your not only your pros and cons, but what intrigues you about the team. And what place do you have them finishing? Make sure you comment on that. I don't want to hear about nothing else, or if you guys aren't sticking to the topic or even talking basketball, I'm gonna block you. I blocked 2, maybe 3 or 4 people last night. Might be more blocks to come. I'm cleaning up. We are sticking to, if you disagree, that is fine. But we are not gonna be trying to troll or trying to do all this. You will be blocked. I'm not playing no more. And again, I was not upset at the Angel topic. See, this is how I know you all don't comprehend correctly. My issue was when you went to my brother's show's page and you tried to pit us against each other. That was it. There's nothing more, nothing less. Stop trying to make something into something that is not. That is the problem with you people on the internet. But I will be blocking. Just keep it basketball. Tell me about your team. Tell me about the teams that I discuss, and tell me, what do you think they're going to do, or what do you think intrigues you, and what's the pros and the cons. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notification. And if you love what you hear, you can donate by super chatting or going to the Cashapp in the description box, or super thanks. You can also sign up to the Patreon. The Patreon's $3 a month. We just dropped 3 straight videos on there for you guys. I'm gonna probably drop some more tonight. Also, buy some merchandise. We got new merch out, and we got the old merch. It's in the description box. So thank y'all for listening. I'm out. Deezy.